Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strada. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and leave commentaries and also educate each and every one of ours, you guys are the real MVP. So lovely. So I came across this video on my For You and I thought to share where some group of farmers for Tepe is all out and crying out, having emotional breakdown to the fact that what they are promised, the promise that they made to them never fulfilled, and now they are calling upon arrangement to do something. Like, this got everyone reaction. Everyone was like, okay, we told you so, right? I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. All right, let's start.
There's no strategy. I have no strategy. I'm a supporter of President Donald Trump. Voted for him in this election and the last and the one prior to that. However, President Trump is about to allow JBS, the world's most corrupt beef organization, to become publicly traded in America. President Donald Trump will be the president that allows for the complete destruction of the small, independent family farms and cattle ranches. If surprise, 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 he allows this to go through. The SEC has already approved it. Now we're just waiting a mere few days for them to allow it on the stock exchange. Surprise, 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 surprise. And what's concerning is we haven't heard a word from the Secretary of Agriculture about this. We haven't heard any of the large cattle organizations that represent cattlemen speak out about this. They claim to represent cattlemen. The truth is they only represent the big guys. They're bought and paid for by the same organizations, JBS, Cargill, Tyson, National Beef, all the collusion that's happening. Go do a very simple search and you'll see the millions and millions and tens upon millions of dollars that these companies have been ordered to pay for collusion and price fixing, which has cost us our family farms and ranches. And what that costs us as the people who aren't family farms and ranches is a stable food system. As much as I'm a supporter of many of the other things that Trump is doing, anything else in the world that we're working to accomplish and achieve doesn't matter when you have famine and you starve to death. So, Mr. President, I love you. I appreciate you. It is our job as citizens to hold you accountable. And whoever you've got in your circle, they ain't speaking truth because you're about to put us in a whole world of hurt. Folks, I need you to share this. This is urgent. We've only got a mere few days, and we need millions of people to put pressure to stop this, or it's going to be it'll be a much harder fight to come back from. Thanks, everybody.
There's zero strategy.
This new tax, just alone, let alone land taxes and payroll taxes, which are the highest in the country, is going to cost our family, there's quite a few in the family business, somewhere between 50 and 100,000 a year. It's an extraordinary amount of money. We can buy a truck a year, good truck, second-hand truck a year, and put it on each property, and after a few years, we've got a full firefighting outfit ourselves. And to see the wicked waste of money that this government continually does, and the disproportion of the responsibility of this tax against farmers to other sections of the community is just shocking. And I don't really believe that they're listening, but they have hit the detonator this time. When it come to all the renewable arguments and all that sort of stuff, it was fragmented in the minds, but this one's united, and they've just had a gutsful. Quite frankly, they've had a gutsful.
Maga down front for a second. As Trump and Elon Musk cut your Medicaid, your Social Security benefits, your veterans benefits, and all the other programs and SNAPs and all that, as he's cutting that and taking it away from you, the ones who put him in there, the ones who run around to his rally, the ones who are constantly worshiping him and bowing down to him and agreeing with everything he does. When he takes all that from you guys, that is already in the making, they're already in the Senate, in the Congress, voting on that budget to cut your Medicaid, cut that $800 and something billion dollars off of your Medicaid. Guess who's getting all those benefits? Yes. You know those white Africans, South Africans over there? They claim it's being treated badly, genocide and all that. Well, he's bringing all them over here. As a matter of fact, they're here. I think they got here yesterday. He's bringing them white South Africans over here, and he's bringing them under the refugee status, which means guess who's going to be getting your SNAP? Guess who's going to be getting your Social Security? And guess who's going to be getting your Medicaid benefits? You know, all those programs that y'all hate that people like the Venezuelans were getting, you know, housing and SNAP and Social Security and Medicaid. Well, those South Africans are getting it. You won't get it anymore. Yeah, you and me, on them, going to be shit out of luck. You know, you won't be able to go to the doctors anymore on the Medicaid. The SNAP benefits are going to be cut down to y'all to be counting rice grains out of the bag, trying to ration them out to your families. You know, all that stuff. He says you don't need it. It's fraud and abuse when you get it. And they need to cut it. But when it's his pick that he wants over here, those racist white South Africans, he's rolling out the carpet for them. There's no limit to what they can get. Y'all benefits get cut, right? Y'all don't know where your next meal coming from, some of you. And it's happening because you ushered it in. Based on your hatred. You ushered this season in on yourself, and what the real slap in the face is, you won't be getting it. But the other people that he's bringing in, the ones that are going to take y'all place for him. See, Trump never really liked y'all. He did Maga. He never really liked y'all. Y'all were an embarrassment. As a matter of fact, I remember it being reported that when y'all went up there and raided the Congress, when y'all went up there and stormed the Capitol, Trump was sitting back talking about y'all ass like a dog. He was talking about y'all like a dog. Talking about you looked all country, and look at them. They don't look like, you know, y'all weren't uniformed enough. He said to you, it was just an embarrassment y'all running around looking like that. Yeah, that guy. And as soon as he got through using y'all for that, threw y'all a little bone by letting those J6ers off, by pardoning them. All part of his game. Keep y'all hung, keep y'all sprung. But as soon as he gives you something, he turn around and takes a whole bunch of more shit back. So you got your January 6ers back, but you done lost your SNAP benefits, you done lost your Medicaid, you done lost your Social Security, you done lost your veteran benefits, you done lost jobs, you done, yeah. But don't worry about them South Africans coming, they're gonna get everything y'all getting taken. They getting everything y'all have taken away, huh? How about that? Is it great again yet? Y'all still sniffing up Donald Trump's butt? You probably are, though, because, you know, you're a glutton for punishment. You never learn. But, you know, hey, it is what it is, right? So, happy Tuesday. And, happy losing your benefits. And, I'm so glad somebody else get them. So, y'all gonna sit back and watch the South Africans live off of y'all. You gonna watch them live good, getting the shit y'all used to get. And they probably ain't even have to commit fraud. He's gonna give them the 100% benefit on everything. Watch. Unlike some of y'all who was out here frauding the food stamps and frauding Section 8 and, you know. Yeah, you know, we know y'all was up on, we know what y'all was doing. But, you know, we don't care. It ain't our money. Well, it is, but, you know, we really didn't care. So, what you thought was going to happen to everybody but you? Y'all be sure to welcome them South Africans over here, right? Okay.
Today, nearly 60 white South Africans were admitted into the United States. It's part of President Donald Trump's resettlement program for white Afrikaners, largely descendants of Dutch and French colonial settlers in South Africa. Afrikaners also led the racist apartheid government there until it ended in 1994. Applications from these white families were fast-tracked by the administration, even as it suspended the U.S. refugee resettlement program, leaving thousands of approved refugees worldwide stranded.
Where are my Latinos for Trump? Trump chartered a plane to fly in the bottom tier white South Afrikaners. No asylum claims, no danger, and somehow they're getting instant refugee status. How many years did you have to wait again, Latinos? According to the official Amerikaners website, upon arrival, your tax dollars will gift them $1,275, TANF, food stamps, housing, 12 or more months of free subsidized health care, diapers, clothes, phones, basically a starter kit for the American dream that you will never see. All while undocumented immigrants in the U.S. pay about $100 billion a year in federal and local taxes and get almost nothing for it, except maybe violent deportations of even U.S.-born Latino babies with cancer. Y'all are getting snatched from work, and when you show up for your appointments, you know, doing it the right way. Don't be fooled, Latinos. Just like the highly publicized ICE raids, this white supremacist import and reward program is a giant, deliberate, racist middle finger to you. Your self-hate was so strong that you voted for a criminal who told you in so many different ways that he thought you were trash, and he told you that he was going to deport you, and you still voted for him. And the first thing he did with the power that you were dumb enough to give him was deport you on day one. Right now's the time for Latinos and Hispanics, especially Latinos for Trump, who voted for this. Now's the time to let go of your ankles and stand up for yourselves. Some of y'all have all of the audacity and no shame in getting on these social media platforms and gaslighting and attacking the Black community for not standing up for you. Now's the time to stand up for yourself.
I present to you yet another case of I thought you were going after them and not me. This is Casper Eriksen and his wife, Savannah. Casper immigrated here back in 2013. He came from Denmark. He met Savannah, they fell in love, and they currently have 4 children and 1 on the way. Casper immigrated here back in 2013, found work immediately as a welder, and has been working a steady job ever since. He's not a criminal. He's been attending all of his immigration appointments, and back in September of 2024, he finally got word that his naturalization application was in review. He had hope that soon he would become an American citizen. In April, he got a call stating that he needed to come to the local immigration office in Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee. And he was supposed to be interviewed in regards to his naturalization application. And when he arrived, ICE was waiting for him. They detained him and sent him to that prison over there in Louisiana. And that's where he's been ever since. He hasn't seen an attorney. He hasn't gotten an appointment to get information further regarding his immigration status. He has no idea what is going on. Savannah is a stay-at-home mom, and Casper was the one bringing home the bacon. So Savannah was homeschooling the kids, and now she's left to try to figure it out all on her own. Taking care of the kids, trying to figure out how she gonna pay those bills, pay the mortgage, and everything else that they need financially. Yeah, I believe Savannah has a GoFundMe. I won't be sharing it. Why? Because Casper and Savannah are Trump supporters. Before you feel sad about their situation, here are some of the screenshots that are floating around on what Casper found so intriguing out there on social media that he had to retweet, repost, however you do it on whatever platform. Back in 2021, this is what Casper reposted. Impeach Biden, impeach Harris, expel Pelosi, save America. Back in October of 2021, Casper was a fan of the phrase, "Let's go Brandon." We all know that was derogatory towards President Joe Biden. Again, in October of 2021, Casper reposted how to summarize a failed presidency in 7 words or less. And he's talking about the lower third message on this Fox News video. And you could see everybody wearing masks because this was during the height of COVID. Yeah, failed presidency. Casper wanted to repost that message. Hey, Casper and Savannah, when Joe Biden was president, you were free, living your life, living the American dream, on the pathway to natural citizenship. And now that your fave is in the White House, you, Casper, are sitting in a jail in Louisiana and don't know what's going to happen to you, your wife, or your kids. Back in September of 2021, Casper reposted, "Imagine thinking Biden won legitimately," with the clown emoji. Back in April of 2021, Casper retweeted this Maga troll right here with the picture of Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis, and it says, "Two of America's greatest leaders having dinner together at Mar-a-Lago last night." Somebody out there in that Louisiana prison, please ask Casper, how does he feel about Donald Trump being a great president now? Again, October of 2021, Casper retweeted or reposted, "Nothing about this administration is real." And he captions that with a picture of Kamala Harris wearing a mask and getting her COVID booster shot. Oh, Casper. The wool was pulled over your eyes, and now you're paying the price for it. In January 2021, Casper reposted or retweeted, "I think the Democratic Party is the party of Satan." Oh, poor Casper. It looks like to me, he's right where he should be. I have no sympathy for these people. They went into the voting booth and they voted for this man to hurt other people, not realizing that their status here in this country was the same as the people that they went into the voting booth to hurt. Donald Trump does not care about you. Donald Trump cares about the millionaires and billionaires. Casper and Savannah were a special team. Savannah was the citizen, so she was the one that went into the voting booth to vote for Donald Trump. Casper was out there on social media along with all of the other MAGA nuts, tearing other marginalized communities down, talking trash about the Democratic Party. Meanwhile, currently, while he's sitting in a prison, it's the Democratic Party that is fighting for his right to stay in this country. Who's the Satan now? Casper. Somebody over there in that Louisiana prison, ask him, who is the Satan now? I'll see y'all later.
My serious lovelies, these stitches I put together is just something like, when I think that I am very special, that the present administration is just going to favor people that looks like me no matter what, then comes disappointment. Most of these farmers, anytime they crash out, I don't feel for them, like, because I see them as people that will still go ahead to make the same mistake over and over and over again. it's just like a chess game. Even if you fail, you just want to keep on trying, even if you know that you're going to end up failing, but you just keep on having this having this mentality that, okay, at the end of the day, I might actually win. So this farmer, who probably was a Maga supporter, he's crashing out, crying and calling upon, Orange Man, him and every other farmers who feel this way are all crushing, because they never expected that things was going to turn this way. They thought that even if things were going to affect farmers, it will definitely not affect pan-colored farmers. It might just go as far as to affect black farmers and all of that. And now they are all having emotional breakdown to the fact that, oh, they never expected that stuffs like this will end up coming right back at them, and now they are crashing. And now they're all crying, oh my god, can save us. You actually, even if you didn't promise us, but you gave us an impression that we are very, very much important and exception to be affected with some of your policy. They never knew that they are actually dealing with a narcissist. A narcissist only but knows about himself. If he doesn't profit, okay, if he profit me and my friends and well-wishers, or most importantly, if it's profit me, I don't care about any other person. This is exactly why so many people are crashing out, regretting, having emotional breakdown, because they never thought that it was going to affect them. They never thought that they were going to be affected one way or the other. But it's just that you are not God. The society is not actually run that way. Seriously, if things are everyone expensive, it's in the repercussion of groceries are on a high side, everyone is actually doing services expensive. That it doesn't just going to affect a group of people. It doesn't care about the color. The thing is that, like, the energy that was expected, about the energy that was expected with all of the ongoings. The system has just so mind blowing in such a way where there is no energy. Like, if I'm not even saying all of that people enough is people crashing out. It's going to be people well. Are just it's going to be well with everything. With, everyone wholeheartedly. Bad. It's going to be bad. Just imagine these people like cutting Medicaid, like out for a grocery shopping. If you are not, it doesn't automatically reduce if you're not in price because you're a pan-colored person. You might not even get a medical assistant. It doesn't work that way. Like, it can never even work. This present administration is just so centered around the system. The economy does not look at your face. Economy, either good or bad. Rich people does not care about the color of your skin. This is exactly what so many people do not know. The promises, I don't know if they don't care if no one's going to do anything that will just make them be the beneficiary. So far, our family, friends, and well-wishers has not been in the level that we are, which has drastically increased. We don't care about you. Yeah, it's as if we don't care about you. The amount of just so disappointing that has drastically improved. Decided to like the amount of people who. They have beyond voting against their best interest, or because that is the only they felt that is rather they go this way. So many people who has other people to benefit, like serious people some are showing themselves and showing their true color. Like, okay, that is the only thing. But in terms of but deep inside economical. Everybody is being affected. They are lying to themselves. Be you yellow, blue, they know that black, they are lying. Purple, they know that they have actually helped around, but it's just that you are gonna cry. They just want everything, everyone to like. People that looks like me. All right, we have done this and we have done this. That's affected, but it's just something that they have been. When you get used to something, it's not a surprise anymore. A poor person, someone that cannot even afford. Surprise anymore. with
That's
some
why it's
underlying
asleep.
illness.
People that looks like me are just,
And just because of your
so
financial
system is
incapability,
so we
you
are
just
still
lose
going
it
to survive. And those
So it's a case of
who are feeling it for the very first
survival
time
between
are just
the rich
gonna
and the
keep
poor.
on
If you are rich,
crying.
you are going to
Anyway, lovelies,
survive.
wanna
And
just
if you're
leave me your
poor,
own thoughts
oh
in
my
the comment
God,
section of what you think of this
you
video.
aren't going to
And
survive.
please, lovelies, if you've not subscribed to this
That
channel,
is
do your
just
girl a huge favor to
what
click on the
all
subscription
this
button.
entails.
Like, and I will see you
That's
lovelies
just
when I
what all this
upload
entails.
the next one.
Why didn't they crash out since? Why didn't they, put up the same energy when people that looks like me was trying to tell every other person? They thought that they were probably all out on a social platform because of what they plan to get, or because they are just clamoring to be treated better. What is so difficult? Why is it that so many people with privilege, does not really want other people to experience, or maybe they just don't want people to be treated equally, even in the detriment of affecting them individually or personally? you know Before the elections and during the campaigns, there's this particular podcast that I keep on thinking, and you know this pan-colored woman was asked, oh, why do you want arrangement to be? And she was like, so far arrangement will just maintain the supremacy, that she doesn't care about the outcome. She doesn't care about affordable care. She doesn't care about Obamacare and all of that. So far, you know, they are still, because she believes that voting the other way and allowing the other way to, win, that means that the pine-colored men will not be at the front line anymore. They won't be, you know, it might actually be some group of colored people. So they are not comfortable when everyone is being treated equally. This is the same thing that is happening in South Africa right now. Just because of the South African, government and all of that decided that, okay, people need to be treated equally. If you don't own something, you can never own it. Like, these people decided that, oh, we have been unalived. Oh my God, there is Gen OC going on, because you were not given the privilege, the special, because they are just so tired of giving you that special treatment. And now that you are not getting the special treatment, you feel that you are under a Gen OC. Like, make it make sense. And now, not only people of color, minority group are paying for the consequences right now. Even the poor who cannot afford Medicare and all of that, be you yellow, black, and white, and purple, it doesn't matter anymore. This is actually a quest between the poor and the rich, and the rich is taking it. They are the ones taking it. Now, the poor who massively bought it are the ones reaping the fruit of their labor right now. They're the one facing the repercussion. Like, it's just so disappointing that so many people decided to allow the system, and that which the system has pushed some people with a privilege, or why some people, and because of that, people were, carried away without even thinking things through. Anyway, lovelies, why don't just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please, lovelies, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button. Like, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one. Leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please, lovelies, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button. Like, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.